Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Origins. I'm trying out this new mic position. We will see how it goes. I also turned down the music because I've noticed that, it has, hold on. Am I hearing something weird? No. I'm just talking really loud. Sorry about that. Anyways, let's hope this goes well. I tried installing some new mods, and they're quite not working the way I want them to. Hopefully I can get that figured out. Hopefully some of them installed right. Hopefully. Anyways, we are back at camp with the dog barking as usual. And Alistair came up to me as soon as we were here and said, now that we're back at camp, I want to talk to you about what happened at Redcliffe. So, what's on your mind?
I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Isle's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owed the Isle that much.
Okay, if we can stop the blight, we'll save much more?
You're right. Hopefully, by that time, there's still enough of Ferelden left to save.
Here's hoping.
Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
Yay! Alistair approved! Yay! Let's look at his approval. I see. Anyways, I wanted to do some side quests here. Not here at camp, but I wanted to do some side quests, ones that really aren't extremely important to the main story, because I want to get my character leveled up more. So, I don't know what we should do. I feel like we should talk to our party members some. Yeah. But I feel like Sten, he just does not like us. So, let's give him some gifts. I don't have that many, but...
Unexpected. Thank you.
Well, that got us to 0 at least. It's better than nothing. Hi, Alistair.
Here, look at this. Do you know what this is?
Your new weapon of choice?
Yes, that's right. Watch as I thrash our enemies with the mighty power of floral arrangements. Feel my thorns, Darkspawn. I will overpower you with my rosy scent. Or, it could just be a rose. I know that's pretty dull in comparison.
You're such a dork. You've been thumbing that flower for a while now.
I picked it in Lothering. I remember thinking, how could something so beautiful exist in a place with so much despair and ugliness? I probably should have left it
lasted that
alone,
long?
but I couldn't. The Darkspawn would come and their taint would just destroy it. So I've had it ever since.
Is it dried or is it still alive? Because it's been a while since we were at Lothering. That's a nice sentiment.
I thought that I might give it to you, actually. In a lot of ways, I think the same thing when I look at you.
Oh, it's so cute! And then it just makes it better because it's a rose. And roses, I know they can be tons of different colors, but they're mostly known for being this deep red. And my hair is that deep red. So it's fate! It's fate! Sorry. Thank you, Alistair. That's a lovely thought. I'm such a romantic, but I'm sarcastic too.
I'm glad you like it. I was just thinking, here I am doing all this complaining, and you haven't exactly been having a good time of it yourself. You've had none of the good experience of being a Grey Warden since your joining. Not a word of thanks or congratulations. It's all been death and fighting and tragedy. I thought maybe I could say something. Tell you what a rare and wonderful thing you are to find amidst all this darkness.
Oh! I love the third option. So, are we married now? We haven't even kissed, hugged, held hands, nothing. Well, I feel the same way about you.
I'm glad you like it. Now, if we could move right on past this awkward, embarrassing stage and get right to the steamy bits, I'd appreciate it.
The steamy bits? He's such a dork! So he's propositioning me. Oh my goodness. I love these options. Sounds good. Off with the armor then. I don't know. And you were doing so well, too. Sounds good. Off with the armor then. I don't know, I kind of want to say that because I feel like I won't get that scene if I don't say it. Let's go for it.
Bluff called. Damn, she saw right through me.
Oh, okay. You're so cute when you're bashful.
I'll be standing over here until the blushing stops, just to be safe. You know how it is.
Oh, that was so cute. What's this item? Where is it? Alistair's rose. Oh! Oh. That's so sweet. Oh. Stan. Stan.
Yes.
I wanted to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak then.
That's enough for now.
Then I suggest we move on.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
I don't have any options. Did I mess him up completely? Actually, never mind.
Very well.
Let's go.
As you wish.
I want to get to know him better, but it's still just... I win.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Are you alright?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
Wow. You're very sprightly for your age, though.
Thank you. You're very kind to say so.
Aww.
But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
This conversation is depressing. Aww. I'm sure you'll be kicking around for years yet.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't.
Oh, when?
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
Well, why do you ask?
You are younger than I, and your nerves yet have some steel in them. Did you feel any fear facing the abominations?
Some, but I knew I could not falter. I mean, it is a little terrifying to have those kinds of things trying to kill you. you know, you gotta do the best you can.
The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
Yeah. Seeing the monster that you could be is unsettling, yes. But it is this knowledge that drives you to be cautious.
One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back. Or at least that's what they say.
You have doubts?
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity. Their humanity.
If one retains one's humanity, one is not an abomination.
Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
Hi, Artie.
Oh, why, you little...
Oh. Did you just jump to the side of your own shadow again?
Oh, you're so funny. Such rapier wit. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me. Look.
Oh, the poor widow baby. Is this why Artie's been barking so much? Well, there's hardly any blood drawn, you little baby, but still, he shouldn't have. Oh, Artie.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Oh. What's this skill that keeps telling me I have? Aw. Hi, Artie.
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished.
Eesh. Ugh.
Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Oh, stop scaring my dog! Aw. I'd never feed you another human being.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
It's still gross. It's still gross. Liliana! So it looks like this episode may be just talking to our party members, but we really haven't done that, so yeah.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What would someone like you be doing in Lothering's Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
They don't teach you how to fight in the cloister, do they? You know, a beautiful, charming woman like yourself. I'm straight, but I know Liliana is beautiful and charming.
And there were no beautiful, charming women in the cloisters, you think? You would be wrong. There were many lovely young initiates in the Lothering cloister, all of them chaste and virtuous. It added to their mystique. Because then, they were forbidden, and forbidden fruit is the sweeter, no?
I would have... No. That's what they say.
I did not take those vows that the initiates took. Vows of poverty, chastity, among others. The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
What did you... So your skills were learned before your time in the Chantry?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
Oh, okay. Where's Morrigan? There she is. Morrigan! We're all the way out here. Hi.
What do you wish of me?
Like to ask you something.
If you must.
So, how did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
That does sound like something you would do.
Oh? I truly doubt that children would be worth the effort. They are filthy, smelly things full of tears and snot and trouble. That said, I cannot speak for the tastes of my mother. She has, after all, lived a very lengthy time in the wilds and done many things I know nothing of. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required if I cared to teach you.
If. Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
I've never heard of magic like this before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved. I mean, it's cool if you can turn into a bear or a spider.
I'm shocked that you think so. Being a mage of the circle as you were. But perhaps you felt a little like a caged bird as well, caught within that dark tower.
The people were my family, and the Templars weren't terrible to me, but to be constantly watched like that, I'm guessing it could be a little confining and, yeah, maybe a little.
I thought so.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
No. I think your abilities sound quite useful.
A most practical opinion. Far more so than any man I have spoken to. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Yay! Yay! What's Morrigan's approval of us? Warm!
I await your command.
So life in the wilds must have been very lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
Huh. And did they speak back? Well, that sounds wonderful.
For a time. But one can only remain a child for so long.
I want
recall
Morrigan
the
to
first
like
time
me.
I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. It was encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
Huh. What happened then?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
Oh. Flemeth was right, no doubt.
Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
They made you stronger, didn't they?
They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Yay, she approves.
I await your command.
Personal.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still here?
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you.
Sorry.
Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
No, I don't want you to leave.
Then I assume our discussion ends here.
Oh, psh. Really?
I await your command.
That just took away everything that I did. Never mind. And, I mean, it's not terrible. She's still warm about us, but it's still, you know, I got more and then it went all away. Psh. Who else can I talk to? Alistair. Any more?
Yes?
Sorry, I get giggly. Questions?
Of course.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Oh my goodness. So what happens now that there's just the two of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
Is there a headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfells, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
Will we need to start rebuilding the Order?
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be two of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
No more questions.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Yes?
What's in the private?
Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
Ooh! Ooh. I don't know, I feel like I want to do his personal quest first and have him proposition me, because I know that happens if his approval is high enough. I guess I could say this. I need to tell you how much I enjoy your company.
You know, I was just thinking the same thing. Given the circumstances, things could have been so much worse. I'm so grateful that you're you, instead of some other Grey Warden. That sounded better in my head. I just mean to say that I've really come to care about you.
Oh! I feel the same way!
Now we just need to be rid of that pesky archdemon, and everything will be back to normal, right?
Right. So, I'm gonna do some personal quests. We got to talk to people around camp. And I want to check something real quick.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
Alright. Rumors? Oh,
Oh, nothing so unusual and so interesting as you and your companions, I'm sure. Dwarven merchants are common enough on these roads, aren't they?
rumors.
The Darkspawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came, either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings. And then they were gone. Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Okay. Wares?
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I don't even know what my discount is. What is this? A backpack. I don't see the thing that I got. Yeah, I don't see anything. But can I just sell some things? Yeah. So I think I'm going to... Sorry, that was a little, it wasn't very interesting. But I needed to check something. I had a mod installed, but I guess it didn't work. I'm gonna have to try and fix that. Lovely. I think I'm gonna end this episode here. So, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.